Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So for today's video, we are going to discuss class 9 English chapter, The Snake and the Mirror. So The Snake and the Mirror is a story written by Vaikom Muhammad Basheer. The narrator of the story is a homeopathic doctor who talks about his dangerous encounter with a snake while he was resting in his room. Being a doctor himself, he narrates his story to some people. He expresses his feeling about having a face-to-face confrontation with a huge snake. He begins the story with how he lived in a small rented room as a bachelor. His small rented room, which is an outhouse with tiled roof, the tiles of room were supported by gables. Gables means triangular upper part of wall at the end of roof. And the gable was supported with beam. There were so many rats, the rats who keeps moving in and out. The room has no electricity supply. One summer night, the doctor was returning to his room after having a meal at a restaurant. As he opens the door of his room, he hears a noise from the roof. But he does not react because he is used to of such noises. He lighted the kerosene lamp, take off his coat, shirt and vest and opens the window. He tried to sleep but couldn't due to humid weather. He rose from his bed, takes out a medical book from his shelves. The medical book named Materia Medica. He keeps that book on the table on which a lamp, a large mirror and a small comb are placed. He opens the book and sits down to read it. He again heard some noises but ignored it. Now tell me, who doesn't like admiring oneself when one sees themselves in the mirror? Everyone, right? The doctor was no exception. He looks at his image formed in the mirror in front of him and thinks that as he is not married and is a doctor too, he should look handsome to get a better match for himself. He decided to grow a thin mustache and keep an attractive smile on his face. Gradually, his thoughts shift from self-admiration to planning for his marriage. He thinks that he would marry a rich doctor having a good practice in medical. He wanted to marry a fat woman so that she would not be able to run fast and catch him in case he did any mistake. The doctor was so lost in his thought that he did not pay attention to the sudden silence in his room. The rats stopped making sounds and there is a sound of something falling behind him. He turns around, he saw a snake wriggling on the back of his chair. It happened so instantly that he did not get time to react, and the snake landed on his shoulder. The snake coiled on the doctor's left arm above the elbow. The snake was hardly 3 inches away from his face. The doctor was completely numb and remained still like a statue. The doctor realized that God might have punished him for his arrogance and pride. He realized that he was a simple human being. He has no worth. While the doctor was lost in realization, Snake turned his head and looks into the mirror. The doctor thinks that maybe the snake is attracted towards its own beauty. That is why it is looking so carefully in the mirror. Slowly, the snake crawls off his body and creeps onto the table and moves towards the mirror as if to enjoy its reflection in the mirror closely. As soon as the snake gets down from him, he quietly gets up from the chair and runs out of his room to his friend's house. The next day, in the morning, the doctor, along with his 2 friends, goes to his room to bring out his belongings from there. The room has been cleaned out. Some thief had removed most of his things the previous night and left behind only his dirty vest, maybe to insult him. His friends were too eager to know about the snake. The doctor finally wrapped up his story, stating that he never saw the snake again and assumed that it was probably enticed by its own beauty. So, this was all about this story, and I hope you liked it. If you have, then please comment down below. Also, press the like button and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.